Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the project. This is Richard here with the gain way too high on Project Jabra. Slice of life, gram slice of life. So we'll start off as usual. What you see here is what you get. On the side we'll be talking tech items. I'm just going to switch here over from the thumbnail that we have right now. But basically we're going to cover some leftover tech that we couldn't cover in the previous video podcast. So 3 questions. First of all, what was the main highlight of your day? What do you have to share that you thought was particularly important in your day? Leaving a few comments, Reddit page or Discord. And second, anything that you felt was worth venting, sharing about that you just want to get off your chest, in privacy, confidentiality, nothing too personal. And thirdly, is there something related to the topic of this video podcast that you want to share? Just like I'm going to share with you the gadgets here that I missed while I was trying to clean up the office, and we still haven't gotten that done up. So there's a new device we purchased aside from these. This the charger and the tablet here, and it's the earbud. So we'll talk about that. And if you want, you can switch out topics, questions for a meme or a joke, and that's good enough as well. So of course, slice of life, in real life, mishmash together to create this authentic VR experience. Gramps slice of life, lessons for orphans without guidance, people who don't have a role model. It's not probably really necessary nowadays since we have an overload of information. Alright, but anyways, that's what it's all about. Let's get right to it. So I created the previous video on the ONN brand Bluetooth earbuds, and I actually refunded them. So those were like in that blue casing with the manual. I went in detail with it, and I've got to say that what I was carrying earlier today in this video, just like 3 minutes ago, is this, and that's something that I refunded so that I could buy this instead. And it's much larger. It looks a lot less compact, but it is a Bluetooth device, like an earphone. So we'll get to that. What I really want to do first is just cover all the tech, honestly, that is ready to be moved out to storage. And so I want to talk about, for example, I missed out on with this. This is actually from how many days ago? It's like probably like 4 entire month now at this point, at least 3 weeks. So while we were doing like a before after snapshot of this entire desk, there were several devices that we missed, these 2 that were technology related. And first of all, this here, let's just start with the small one here, is a portable charger that you can just get from a dollar store, Dollarama, for about $3-4. And I just took off the USB, so it came with this USB. And here's the charger. A little bald spot there, just like cut off the hair there. So this is a portable charger on the back, like this, like so. There's a little description. I know the contrast is a bit high, so you can't see it, but sorry, I can't read it. Anyways, it's very, very compact, very thin, very lightweight, and you can plug in a USB-C and a USB type as well charger. So it's a really handy, very functional. Something that I just haven't used, I'll be honest, but would come in handy once I settle down. I'm just gonna put the USB back in, and this has a tag on it as well. So that's something to keep in mind, that I should really take this USB battery, charge it one last time, and put it inside the drawer, which is down here on the side. And I'm gonna try and see if I can pick up the camera. And basically the drawer is down here on the right hand side, underneath the laptop, which you can barely see. If I pull aside the ring light, pull the drawer, just barely see it right there. I just barely see it. But the tech items belong in there for sure. I'm debating right now whether or not, once I'm done with the ebook, we'll cover this next, and the charger, whether or not I should move out the drawer and wrap it up, or I should leave it here to put some items, more accessories inside. But I already know that the accessories are not going to fit. For example, the ring lights are definitely way too large to fit in the drawer. So It's still up for debate. I'm not sure when we do. So anyways, that's the charger, and I'm gonna place this inside the drawer, okay? And I'm gonna sort it out once the video ends. Next thing that I also have to cover is this Kindle Paperwhite. Something that I also forgot to. I should probably charge it up before I put it away. But if I open it, of course, you can see it's functional. Now I'm surprised that it still has batteries. It says 70%. Tells me how little I use it really, but I thought it'd be drained better. So there's a Kindle Paperwhite. And of course it's an ebook for reading, and there's a case attached to it as well, right? Great case here, and my account there. I haven't really used it often because there have been far greater priorities recently, but I would say, of course, this is something that I always wanted to use more frequently. I want to be more on that learning, binge learning phase. I know that most people are ahead of that at that point. Nowadays, people are more on to their kids, their family, relationships. No, even relationships kind of past. People are more beyond relationships now. They have a spouse already. Like, it's not just a relationship, it's your spouse and husband and wife, and now you have kids now, so it's a totally different stage of life. But I've already had my kids raised up, so long story, I covered that. So in very vague detail, I don't think I want to cover it in great detail. So we're just gonna take this out technically. If I just slip it out, I'm not gonna try and do that actually. All you need to know is that this thing costs like $150 or something like that. No, sorry, I bought it on sale. This was like $90, I think. The case was like 20, so altogether probably like 110 after tax, maybe more, like 130. I'm gonna take this and put it inside the drawer as well, because I'm most likely not going to read. Again, I think it's a smart idea that I actually take a charger and charge it one last time before I place it away. So that's something I'm going to do with the battery as well as this, and then I'm going to place it inside a drawer. I'm put it there right now. What else needs to... I think that was it. Those are the two main things that I forgot to cover for the old items. So here's the new item. And I've been meaning to get up this video because I didn't know I would be doing it today. Unfortunately, because I have to cover the Bluetooth device before I put it inside storage, I had to just make this video, and it made sense because I woke up incredibly late today. I was just tired yesterday. I went out with a friend, and I spent a lot of time yesterday calling contractors for pest control and stuff like that. Long story. We'll get to that. Like, probably at 6 months down the road at this point. But yeah. So this is the last time I do this, and then we'll cover an overview. Okay. So this is a BlackWeb Bluetooth device, and I was contemplating honestly getting a second one. And the reason is because there were only two left. This is one of the two. And, I went to the Walmart. I bought this from Walmart. You can get this from Walmart. And usually this thing is like $35, $40, right? It's one of those higher quality Bluetooth devices. But it is outdated. It is an older model. Nowadays, it's, innovative technology comes quick. It's like every couple months they have brand new features that have overtaken the obsolete features. So I have this Jabra Talk usually, and I know that it looks a little funky because I wrap it around red napkins in order to capture some of the oil that it's kind of gross, but I don't like to constantly clean out the earphones, so I just wrap it in napkins. It's always looking a little funky. People always have to have a little giggle, a little laugh about it. Yeah, sometimes people have to say something, but for the most part, it's what it is. So this is Jabra Talk. This costs about $25 plus tax, $28. This is from 3 years ago. It's an old model, but you can see this is a classic, Bluetooth device. You put it on one ear, not both, and then there's a little microphone that comes down here by the side of your cheek so that I can capture what you're saying. Useful for when you're giving calls, business calls, personal calls, right? Or if you just want to listen to music. But usually these Bluetooth devices are used for calling. And that's the standard old kind of like, it almost looks like a spy gadget, like Spy Family, that's the new anime thing. But basically, and then before, you think of like, kids movies like Spy Family movies, like I don't remember. I just know that there were some like way back 1990s type movies for kids always focused on spies because at the time there was an era. It was the era after the Cold War where there were spies proliferating. But basically, what we have here are things that are still of the same kind of, interesting model. Now, I would say this is not like it doesn't have that kind of espionage feel to it or a call center feel to it, because the ones that stick here jutting out like the Jabra Talk. By the way, the reason why I bought a new one in the first place is because this Jabra Talk is it seems like it's malfunctioning. But it turns out that I think it just became the Android device, my phone, for example, just updated its charging right now. I can't show you the phone, but needless to say, this phone here is on the right hand side. It's probably updated the firmware, and so it no longer syncs up with unfortunately. So I was trying to figure that out, and then I missed the call with like the police services, and then with the caseworker, and I was like, this is getting annoying. I bought a new one. It turns out the Jabra Talk still works with my other phone on the left hand side, so this older Android model. It seems like so I had to buy a new one that actually works with the current phone, right? And so I went out to Walmart, I took a look with this thing. The worst ones are like top brand, even just a platonic platinum brand, something else. And that one cost $200. It was like crazy, fucking crazy. I'm not paying that much for that. So I went ahead and looked at the cheapest one, and I thought it was the On brand. So I saw that in the previous video. It was a Bluetooth device that was like, very subtle. It's like one of those earbuds. The Bluetooth devices nowadays are just like these little balls. I don't like it at all. You just stuff it in your ear, but it was connected by wire. I returned it because it was fucking useless, and the reason why is it doesn't take calls. What's the point of me getting a Bluetooth device if it can't take calls? I don't get Bluetooth devices to listen to music or to listen to podcasts primarily. That's useful, but the most important thing is I have to be able to communicate with my network, with caseworkers, with friends, with business people, with organizations. That's what I need it for. And that also helps because I can then claim it on business taxes, because that's primarily what I use it for. So overall, I returned it, took the receipt, I took the ON Bluetooth brand and moved it back away, and I brought it to Walmart and said, this is not gonna do. And it was quick, it was easy. I appreciate the customer service. Had a very brief conversation. It said simple as good. It took us like about 2 minutes to get it refunded, and I got $16 back. And then I used that $16 or a little bit less, it was like $14 plus tax, to buy this. And this is the BlackWeb Bluetooth device that I was just holding on recently, like just now. It has more than it. So it's got an amazing case, for the record, and it's supposed to be, as I said, it's supposed to be about $30-$40 after tax, probably $40. But I was wondering why that was. I said there was only 2 left. And I asked, I said, this is kind of funny because, this is kind of high end. I said, are you sure it's $14 and not $40? It says, yeah, it's the reason why it's cheap is because it's on clearance. We're trying to get rid of everything of this brand name. I was excited. I contemplated buying 2, but I noticed that the model is really old after packaging and unboxing it. And so I decided against it because, new technology, it's always going to be better. Not always, but usually. But anyways, I'll show you the casing here. I'm going to read some stuff out. The BlackWeb wireless sports headphones. So again, the model looks a little different from the Jabra. The Jabra is like, it's like a call center, or it's like espionage. But for this, it's got the style is more like sports. So what happens is that there's these 2 wires that go around behind your neck, or usually underneath. I like to put them on. And no, actually, the way the manual showed it in here, this manual shows it going behind your neck. I'm doing it the right way, I guess, the way they designed it. But this really takes us back to probably like 2010 feel, not like the 2000s or 1990s type Bluetooth devices where you have to call center thing. Basically, it's got this kind of fashionable ear loop that goes around. And then down there on the side, it has a wire that connects up to that. And there's the left and there's the right. And obviously I put these red napkins inside to kind of capture any oil or whatever. So it goes down the ears and then goes down behind the neck. So it's just hanging like this. It's not, that's why I say I didn't want to buy a second one, because this model is clearly it's too much. It's complicated. I don't like the earbuds that people put in, like the earphones that literally just two balls that stick in. I hate that. It's way too, it's easy to lose. It's small, but I don't really like this either because it's too large. It's clunky, right? Like with strings and wires. I would have preferred just keeping the Jabra top. This is the best model by far. The thing that has the call center, and that's it. Just one ear, and then I can maybe have one for the other ear if I need to listen to two phones. It's useful like that. But also, it's just simple. It's just a simple design. But it's also not like two balls that you stick in your ear. I would have preferred that. But the most important thing is that it works. So we tested this when we were calling contractors for the flooring, for the cleaning, for bird netting, stuff like that. Those are some topics we'll cover into the future. And it came in this package here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it inside. I have to show you because the packaging is fucking amazing. And I was like, dude, this is like a Christmas present because you got it like this, right? And the packaging is a big waste of space. It's not a very, it's just a waste of space, honestly. The older models had too much product packaging. We're trying to go minimalist nowadays, right? Companies try to do everything to be more efficient and not waste space packaging. But anyways, this is BlackWeb. It's a higher brand thing, so they tend to do this kind of stuff. So I can open this lid here from the front face to show the inside. And I thought this was the coolest thing ever because this is such an old classic way of product packaging. It's like one of those luxury items that you don't usually get packaging where you can open a door just to see the inside. This is so unnecessary, honestly. Anyways, this is the BlackWeb brand, of course. Wireless sports headphones, and it has 10 hours of playtime, hands-free calling, and that was the most important thing, hands-free calling, right? So I tested it, and unlike the annoying on-brand earbuds, which couldn't take calls, totally useless, we funded that. I bought this for about $1 cheaper, or the same price basically, but this one is much higher brand, and most importantly, takes calls. I can call people can call me, and I can use Bluetooth to listen. Even though it's a little bit more annoying to put around the back as well. It's just more around the ear loop to make it a little bit more complicated story. But I'm going to also read to you the description of the back here. So before we really wrap this up, we have to cover the manual too, by the way. So built-in microphone designed for comfort and portability. It's got a loud, clear sound. Totally, it does. Compatible with Android and iOS devices. It's integrated with media controls, voice assistant support, and it's got 10 hours of playtime. Also IPX4 splash proof. The other ONN brand also has the same thing. But the point is basically it's kind of a little bit water resistant. Includes a carrying case, micro USB charging cable management clip, and 3 sizes of ear tips and wingtips. So this has a lot of accessories that I want to showcase to you. So there's a little tab here with packaging. But what I want to showcase for you is because I had to put this in storage, and I'm sorry, it's gonna be a little fun. Already, of course, that's potato space. So I showed you the earphones already. So here is the manual, right? Manual, BlackWeb. Utilise, what's it? Guide, I don't know. I'm pushing the French. But we have the wireless sports headphones. And it says, here's the IC statement. The device contains license exempt transmitters, right? Declaration, according to electrical standards. Charging your headphones, how you do that, very, very simple. We've got diagrams here. And, take a clear phone call. All the instructions here. You've got a diagram here of a dude's face. Very nice diagram. Very clear instructions. Press 1 time to answer a call. Press again to end the call. Hold for 1 second to decline, and there's a volume button, of course. On the back side, this is the side that's now facing away from you. Get to know your wireless headphones, product name, BlackWeb, model, driver rate, maximum output, ohms, amps, all that kind of stuff. Physics side, I was never really that great about electrical, even in high school and university even. What's in the box? Make sure you have everything there, and there's quite a bit of accessories which we're going to show you in a moment once we're done this. And let's get started. So quite a few diagrams here. So control buttons, the on and off Bluetooth pairing, the charging port, right? All the features on, we'll cover that as well. Hold for 2 seconds, turn on, hold for 5 seconds to turn off. 4, 5, 4. 2, 5, and 4. 4 seconds for pairing. And then playing music, right? Pausing, continuing, pressing 1 time, pressing 2 times to get Siri Assistant, and so on and so forth. Okay, manual down. So I said, right, it's on the right hand side. The left hand side has nothing really, but the right hand side has like a little hole for the mic. And if I go underneath, you should see there's like a little charging port, and then you can close that with the lid. There's also a compartment above here, not compartment, 2 buttons for the volume. And then there's a main button, that's circular region right here. I know it's a very poor quality video. You guys can't make shit up with this, but it's fine. So here's a case. We got this case here. Very, very nice. I thought this, obviously, the ONN brand did not have a case. But it's a nice zipper. You can even hear it. Nice. It's just, BlackWeb is top-notch quality stuff. I just gotta say, by the way. And it's affordable too for the most part. It's not too expensive, but it's got this leather kind of feel to it, and you zip it, and on the inside was the cable, which unfortunately I don't have with me right now to show you. Oh, it's in the bag. It doesn't matter. It's fine, guys. You know what a USB cable looks like, right? So I've shown that so many times in my videos. I have so many tech videos. So it's just a USB-C. A regular USB 2.0 cable attached to what do you call this? I don't know. Anyways, here are also the extras, and I can tell that they are, this one here, both of them actually, are packaged in a sealed bag. So I don't want to open it because I can't seal it again. It's not a Ziploc bag. I can tell these are basically spares. These are extras in case I lose the ones that are already on. So there's one for the ears on the inside,
You
and one
love saving
for the
money,
outer ear.
and we love
So
saving
outer
you
ear
money.
and inner ear.
That's why
And there's 4 of each,
selloutvacations.com will help
meaning
you
there's
save on
2
your vacation.
pairs of each.
Whether it's a vacay for 2 or a getaway
Brilliant.
with the whole gang, whatever
So
you
I'm going
make
to
it,
stick this
make
back
it with
inside here. Just like this. There's a little nutting right here for the case. Stick it inside.
Imagine the first hot day
And
of
it's
the
kind
year.
of puffy and airy, so it's nice.
The sun is
Here
shining.
is
There's a cold drink in your hand.
thing. So,
Someone
like I
hands you a
said,
plate with
I figured
fresh,
out the napkin
soft
so you can see a
buns.
little bit better.
A spatula
But
slides
here
a
is the ear
freshly
loop,
grilled
right?
patty on top.
And
You go
here
to
is
add
the
Heinz
inner ear.
ketchup, and
The outer ear,
it's
or like
not
the
there.
cochlea. Also look like.
It's not
Here's the
summer
inner.
without
I said
Heinz.
cochlea, but that's not. Cochlea is on the inner ear. But basically here it goes inside the ear canal. Okay? So that's about it for the Bluetooth device. I don't want to cover too much more than that. The point is, I need to take this whole package. I've got to store this package into storage. No pun intended. There are some things that need to stay that are tech related, as I was covering almost 3 weeks ago. This phone case got to stay because the ring light is still operating the live stream 24/7 as a security camera. And then on top of that, I also have so here's another thing that needs to stay. These cloths here for the laptop need to stay because the laptop's still here. But the most important part, we're gonna charge the iPhone, and not iPhone. I'm gonna fucking iPhone. We're gonna charge the ebook Paperwhite, Kindle Paperwhite from Amazon, and then we're gonna charge this Dollarama $4, much cheaper, just like battery port. And then we're going to store this inside the drawer. Plus BlackWeb here, we're going to take this to storage. Now the drawer, again, like I said, I'm not sure if I don't think I'm gonna move it yet. I have quite a few electronics remaining from on top of the lap, on top of the fitness, on top of, not the fitness desk, but the standing desk that I want to move out of the way. So if you can't tell, I'm still using the standing desk. It's still quite cluttered with new stuff now, and the electronic stuff or old stuff that are still here, and I want to put them away. So I have to consider whether what I'm going to put inside the drawer. And so some of it might be in the drawers, might be in a crate or a box. I don't know yet. So, but the most important part, the missed electronics. Okay, will go inside after charging, and more importantly, the BlackWeb especially, I can put at storage now. And of course, there's a receipt with that, and I will cover that in the next video probably with all the receipts and maybe some remaining food. But basically, the receipt there I have claimed for income tax as well. So that's about like $15.82, something like that. Not too expensive, very affordable because it was on sale. And without further ado, I think that's about everything. So thanks for tuning in. Of course, this is a longer video than expected. And it's usually like that whenever I do an unboxing video. So if there's some sort of gadget that got unboxed, especially something like this, it's got a manual, it's got like 10 different accessories, and then there's the gadget itself. And then I cover this with another, other related topics. So if it's a Bluetooth device, I definitely covered the other remaining technology equipment that I really want to get a hold of. So that's it, and it was longer than I wanted. It's like 29. See you guys in the next one. Little lake here. That's the lake effect. Shit. Balding at 30. Alright, so I see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Again, to the people who are listening, especially to NBA Young Spotify. Leave your comments, leave your stories. I always want to get back to you. Life is busy, it's hectic. You don't have to leave every single video. Just once in a while, once a month or so, or once every couple months, pop by and just leave your, what's been going on. Not personal, only what you're comfortable with. And, just checking in on each other. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next one.